you can now access Google Maps data directly within Claude. And this is super powerful for a number of different use cases. You can do market intelligence if you want to look at location for different companies within a sector or pricing. You can look at all of the customer reviews, which is amazing if you want to identify pain points they're having. If you want to identify opportunities within a particular market, what do people like about some of the different companies within the particular niche. And on top of that, it's also very good for lead generation. You can get all of the contact information that's available on Google Maps. You can also get the addresses and things like this. So a lot of available data out there, and I thought people would find this useful. So I'm going to just share an example use case of some of the stuff that you can do. So I've already created a prompt. So in this example, we're looking at fitness studios in New York, and we're going to do both market research, but also lead generation. And in this example, we are like a SaaS platform that's looking to sell booking software or scheduling software. And so what we want to do is, first of all, we want to get all the contact information of these people. So we're going to scrape all the fitness studios, and then we're going to gather as much like business data as we can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to analyze all the reviews. I'm going to specifically look for the pain points aligned to the solution that we have. So it's things like scheduling issues, capacity problems. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically prioritize those leads and then do a little bit of an overview of a market analysis for them. So based on the priority leads, we're going to have a custom message that's built. And that message is actually going to align specifically to the pain point that is in there. And that's going to be something that we can send via email because we have their email. And then I also asked it to create me a dashboard because I want to be able to see those reviews just as a bit of a summary at the end, just to really understand, okay, like what is the sentiment of this space? Okay, so sometimes what can happen is you can actually just hit context windows in each of the searches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to separate out each of the prompts into steps, and then we're going to go through it step by step. So this is step one, where we are just generating the leads so that we can reach out to them and doing that directly on Google Maps. Okay, great. So we've got that complete here, and a couple of things to call out here which are quite important. So you can see here what it's doing is, rather than it following a rigid process, maybe you don't know which actors to use, maybe you don't understand the scrapers in detail, and maybe you don't have a rigid flow that you want it to follow. Instead, what it's doing is it's looking at all the different actors available, it's deciding which actors are available, it's encountering errors, it's working around those errors, and then it's figuring out a solution and then scraping the actors that are necessary to get that data. So really powerful to kind of like watch it think through this. It creates a report as well, just giving you like an overview of all the leads it's generated. And then on the back of that, it's created this full database. So you can see here we've got, over 100 leads that were identified across 5 different boroughs in New York. It scored them across these things. And then it's actually got 50 that are high quality that include complete content information. So lots we can get started with. Okay, so because we're going to hit another context window, I'm going to create a new Claude chat. Just going to prompt in the next prompt, upload the CSV. And then we're just going to make sure that I want it to do it off the exact CSV that we just created, and I want you to add this detail to that CSV file. Great. So we can proceed with So we can proceed with this. This is now going to look at all of those companies that we just found. It's going to extract the reviews, and it's going to find pain points in those reviews that align to the solution that we're trying to sell them. Okay, great. So that's all been run. And now what we have is we have the enhanced CSV with all of the pain points that it's found from the reviews that are on those places. So the ones that are priority are the ones where it's got pain points related to the platform that we're selling. So I can then send this final one, which basically is just going to prioritize them properly and then do some market analysis so we have a bit of an overview rather than just a CSV. Perfect. So we can now see here we've got 2 things. First of all, they've taken the prioritized leads, put them into a CSV so they're easy to access. And this actually includes all of the messages that we can send to them, which understands the issue that they've had and then integrates that into the message, which is pretty great. And then it's also got this market analysis. So it's studied these different studios, it's looked at the market size, and it's then got these priority lead pipelines. So it's even said specific studios that have got the exact issue that we're facing with the contact information, and these are people that we can just directly reach out to. On top of that, it's done all this additional research, and you can see here key insights, things like 34% of studios are facing this issue. You know, there's issues with communication notifications and stuff like this, so maybe there's an opportunity for better applications to be built. And this was all done within 15 minutes. So you can really see the power of being able to get Google Maps data, leverage it for both insight, but also for direct sales because of the contact information that's in there.